Yo, what's up everyone? It's 10 surprising facts here. And let me tell you, today we're diving deep into something that's practically glued to our hands these days. Cell phones. We use them for everything. Calls, texts, doom scrolling, you name it. But have you ever stopped to think about how we got here? From those clunky bricks in old movies to the sleek slabs of glass and metal we carry today, cell phones have come a long way. We're talking a wild ride through tech history, folks. So buckle up, because we're about to break down 10 surprising facts about the rise of cell phones. Get ready to have your mind blown, because some of this stuff is straight out of a sci-fi movie. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Alright, let's kick things off with a true blast from the past. Picture this. It's 1973, bell-bottoms are all the rage, and disco is life. The air is filled with the sound of funky beats, and the streets are alive with vibrant colors and patterns. It's a time of cultural revolution, and technology is about to take a giant leap forward. But amidst all that, a revolution is brewing. In the midst of all the groovy vibes and carefree attitudes, engineers and tech enthusiasts are hard at work, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. We're talking about the very first mobile phone call. Imagine a world where phones are tethered to walls, and the idea of carrying one in your pocket seems like science fiction. Our man Martin Cooper, an engineer at Motorola, made history by placing that legendary call. He was holding the Motorola Dynatac 8000X, a device that would become an icon in the world of telecommunications. And get this, he wasn't exactly whispering sweet nothings into the receiver. No, Martin had something much more impactful in mind. Nope, he decided to call up his rival, Joel Engel, who was working on mobile phone tech over at Bell Labs. Imagine the surprise on Engel's face when he realized that the call he was receiving was coming from a mobile phone. Talk about throwing down the gauntlet. It was a bold and audacious move, a clear message that Motorola was leading the charge in this new frontier. It was a bold move that signaled the dawn of a new era in communication. People were amazed and intrigued by the possibilities that this new technology promised. This wasn't just a phone call, it was a statement, a declaration that the future of communication was here, and it was mobile. This single call marked the beginning of a journey that would transform the way we connect with each other. The future was mobile, and things would never be the same. Fast forward to today, and we see the impact of that first call everywhere. From smartphones that fit in our pockets to the global networks that keep us connected, Martin Cooper's call was the spark that ignited a revolution. The world of communication was forever changed, and it all started with one bold move in 1973. Today we take for granted the ability to call, text, and video chat with anyone, anywhere in the world. But it's important to remember that it all began with that one historic call. The legacy of Martin Cooper and the engineers at Motorola lives on in every mobile device we use. So next time you pick up your phone, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey that brought us here. From the bulky Dynatac to the sleek smartphones of today, the evolution of mobile technology is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of innovation. And it all started with a simple, yet groundbreaking phone call. So here's to the pioneers, the dreamers, and the innovators who dared to think differently. Because of them, we live in a world where communication knows no bounds. The first mobile phone call was more than just a conversation, it was the beginning of a new era. And that, my friends, is a story worth telling. Now let's talk aesthetics. Remember those first cell phones? We're talking about those behemoths that were more like bricks with buttons. They were so big and heavy they could probably double as a workout routine. But hey, they got the job done, right? Fast forward to today and we're carrying around these sleek, pocket-sized supercomputers. The evolution of cell phone design is mind-blowing. We've gone from antennas the size of toothbrushes to cameras that rival professional DSLRs. And let's not forget about the screens. We've gone from tiny monochrome displays to vibrant edge-to-edge OLED panels that make watching videos a cinematic experience. From bulky to beautiful, cell phones have undergone a serious glow-up over the years. Next up, let's talk about a little something that changed the way we communicate forever, text messaging, or as the cool kids call it, SMS. Remember when you actually had to call someone to talk to them? Yeah, me neither. But back in the day, texting was a game changer. Suddenly, we could send quick messages without the awkwardness of a phone call. It was perfect for everything from setting up plans to sending those late-night you-up texts. And let's be real, who needs proper grammar and spelling when you can communicate entirely in emojis? Am I right? Texting became the language of the youth, and it wasn't long before it took over the world. Chapter 4: The Rise of Smartphones. Now hold on tight because things are about to get really interesting. We're diving into the world of smartphones, a journey that has transformed our lives in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few decades ago. We're talking about the rise of the smartphones. These devices have become an essential part of our daily lives, changing the way we communicate, work, and entertain ourselves. Remember when cell phones were just for, making calls? Back in the day, the primary function of a cell phone was to connect us through voice calls. It was a simpler time with devices that were bulky and had limited functionality. Yeah, those were simpler times. We had flip phones, and even those were considered revolutionary. They were compact, portable, and gave us a sense of freedom we hadn't experienced before. But then came the smartphones, and suddenly, we had the world at our fingertips. These devices were not just for making calls anymore. They became our personal assistants, our cameras, our navigation systems, and so much more. We're talking apps for everything, from social media to banking, from fitness tracking to gaming. The app ecosystem exploded, offering solutions and entertainment for every aspect of our lives. Internet browsing on the go became a reality, allowing us to access information anytime, anywhere. GPS navigation made it easier to find our way, whether we were exploring new cities or just trying to get to a friend's house. And let's not forget the cameras. Smartphones brought high-quality photography to the masses, enabling us to capture our most Instagrammable moments in stunning detail. From selfies to scenic landscapes, our phones became our go-to cameras. The iPhone, the OG game changer, hit the scene in 2007. It was a pivotal moment in tech history as Apple introduced a device that combined a phone, an iPod, and an internet communicator all in one. And it was like a collective gasp was heard around the world. Touchscreens, app stores, and a whole new way to interact with our devices. The iPhone set the standard for what a smartphone could be, and it was a revolution. It was a revolution that paved the way for the incredible smartphones we have today. Touchscreens became the norm, and app stores flourished, offering millions of apps that cater to every need and interest. Over the years, smartphones have continued to evolve, becoming more powerful, more versatile, and more integral to our daily lives. From the early days of simple communication devices to the sophisticated mini-computers we carry in our pockets today, the rise of smartphones has been nothing short of extraordinary. As we look to the future, the possibilities for smartphones seem endless. With advancements in artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and other cutting-edge technologies, who knows what the next chapter in the story of smartphones will bring? One thing is for sure, the rise of smartphones has only just begun. Chapter 5: The Impact on Social Interaction. Okay, let's get real for a second. Cell phones have changed the way we interact with each other, for better or for worse. Remember when you could actually have a conversation with someone without them constantly checking their phone? Yeah, those days feel like a distant memory, but on the flip side, cell phones have also connected us in ways we never thought possible. We can stay in touch with friends and family across the globe, share our lives with the world through social media, and even find love, or at least a decent Tinder date, all thanks to these little devices. It's a double-edged sword, but there's no denying that cell phones have had a profound impact on our social lives. Chapter 6: Mobile Phones and Mental Health. Now let's talk about something a little more serious: the impact of cell phones on our mental health. In today's digital age, our smartphones have become an integral part of our daily lives. We use them for everything from staying connected with loved ones to managing our schedules and even for entertainment. But have we ever stopped to consider how these tiny devices might be affecting our mental well-being? It's a topic that's been debated by experts and memed by millions, and for good reason. While it's easy to laugh at the countless memes about phone addiction, the reality is that our relationship with our phones is complex and multifaceted. On one hand, they bring us joy and laughter, connecting us with funny content and viral trends. On the one hand, cell phones can be a source of stress, anxiety, and even addiction. The constant notifications, the never-ending stream of messages, and the pressure to stay updated can be overwhelming. It's not uncommon to feel a sense of dread every time your phone buzzes, wondering if it's another work email or a social media notification that demands your attention. The pressure to maintain a perfect online persona, to curate the perfect image, and to present a flawless version of ourselves to the world can be exhausting. We often find ourselves comparing our lives to the highlight reels of others, leading to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. And the fear of missing out, FOMO, can take a toll on our mental well-being. The constant barrage of updates and the need to be in the know can create a perpetual state of anxiety. We worry about missing important events, not being part of the latest trends, or simply not being connected enough. But on the other hand, cell phones can also be a lifeline. They allow us to stay connected with friends and family, no matter where they are in the world. A simple video call can bridge the gap between continents, bringing loved ones closer together and providing a sense of comfort and support. They provide access to information, support networks, and communities that we might not have access to otherwise. Whether it's finding a support group for a specific issue or simply connecting with like-minded individuals, our phones can open up a world of possibilities, and even mental health apps that can help us manage our emotions and cope with difficult times. These apps offer tools and resources for mindfulness, meditation, and stress management, making it easier for us to take control of our mental health. It's all about finding a healthy balance, recognizing when our phone usage is becoming detrimental, and taking steps to mitigate its impact. Setting screen time limits, practicing digital detoxes, and being mindful of our online interactions can help us maintain a healthier relationship with our devices. And that's something we all need to be mindful of. By being aware of how our phones affect our mental health and taking proactive steps to manage our usage, we can enjoy the benefits of technology without letting it take over our lives. Remember, it's not about eliminating our phones entirely, but about using them in a way that enhances our well-being rather than detracts from it. Chapter 7. The Role of Mobile Phones in Emergencies. When it comes to emergencies, cell phones have become our guardian angels in our pockets. Remember those cheesy 90s movies where people would get stranded in the middle of nowhere and scream for help? Yeah, those days are long gone. Now we can call for help, share our location, and even document dangerous situations, all thanks to our trusty cell phones. From natural disasters to medical emergencies, these devices have saved countless lives and become essential tools for first responders. They've given us a sense of security and the ability to reach out for help no matter where we are. Talk about a serious upgrade from those old-school emergency flares. Alright, let's talk about the ultimate power couple: cell phones and the internet. These two were practically destined to be together, and their love story has changed the world as we know it. Remember when the internet was this magical place you could only access from your desktop computer? Yeah, me neither. Now thanks to cell phones, the internet is always within reach. We can browse the web, stream videos, check social media, and even order pizza from the comfort of our own beds. Or let's be real, from the bathroom. The internet has become an integral part of our lives, and cell phones are the key that unlocks its full potential. Now let's get down to business. Cell phones haven't just changed the way we live, they've also revolutionized the global economy. We're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar industry that's created jobs, spurred innovation, and connected businesses across continents. From app developers to mobile marketers to the people who assemble these devices, cell phones have become a driving force in the global workforce. And let's not forget about the rise of mobile payments, e-commerce, and the gig economy, all made possible by these pocket-sized powerhouses. The economic impact of cell phones is undeniable, and it's only going to get bigger. All right, folks, it's time to put on our future goggles and see what's next for the world of cell phones. Hold on tight, because things are about to get really interesting. We're talking about foldable phones that transform into tablets, 5G connectivity that's faster than a speeding bullet, and augmented reality experiences that blur the lines between the digital and physical worlds. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine a world where your cell phone is your personal AI assistant, your health tracker, and even your digital wallet. The possibilities are endless, and I, for one, can't wait to see what the future holds for these amazing devices that have become an extension of ourselves. So there you have it, folks, 10 surprising facts about the rise of cell phones. From those clunky bricks to the sleek, powerful devices we have today, it's been an incredible journey. Cell phones have revolutionized the way we communicate, connect, and interact with the world around us. They've become an indispensable part of our lives, and their impact will only continue to grow in the years to come. As technology continues to advance, Who knows what the future holds for these pocket-sized wonders? One thing's for sure, it's going to be an exciting ride. Until next time, keep it locked to 10 surprising facts.